The fuck? I don't understand. I guess they've been hogging water. Maybe that's why they, I don't know. I feel like this is a proper little science project and, well, ain't no one got time. Right, so what I said I was going to do, I didn't do. I said that I was going to get these plants. Why have I got a fern all the way over there? Don't know. So I said I was going to obviously duplicate this entire farm and whatever, but I haven't had time to even really log in. I logged in yesterday for like an hour, sat here thinking, oh, I can't bother, so I went to play some Command & Conquer for a little bit because I didn't have much time. I had to wait for the wife to call me to pick her up from a black tie event. So I kind of not sure what to do. I figured I was just gonna log in and just see where the day took me. Now I was planning on doing trying to do the LArRE. And I think that might still be the plan. Because we can get it set up ready, can't we? I mean, these guys will be growing at some point. I know that they're moaning about the light at the moment. Is what it is. I changed the script a little bit. Where's my laptop? So I'm now got it set to 112.5, which puts it, I think, a bit closer for. Well, it puts it closer for potatoes. But actually, is that a stupid thing to do? Maybe. Potato. They want 5 minutes of light per day, 3 minutes 20 of darkness per day. So we times them both by 2, we get 10 minutes of light and what's that? 6 minutes 40 of dark. Switchgrass is 10 minutes of light. They'll be fine. That'll work. They're going to get a little bit more darkness per day, but they're going to get the light requirement, so it should balance out. And I think as time goes on anyway, they'll just adapt to their environment, so it shouldn't be a problem. So, oh yeah, one thing I wanted to check. So these hydroponic devices using a pipe network as efficient light blah 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 blah. Blah 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 cannot be placed consecutively. Yeah, so these are the ones that we used to use with the LArRE, weren't they? Because then you could read from the actual device itself. Now we have the LArRE, we're able to read from. Stationeers having a bit of a wobble there for a second. Yeah, we're able to read from the trays, aren't we? So. Because what I did on Vulcan was I had the LArRE going across, checking each individual tray. Which is fine, I guess, for the setup I've done. But what I might try in future runs is going back to the device. And I might try, I mean, just for shits and giggles, really, just to see. Because it seems a waste, the LArRE having to go across every single tray. What I would rather it do is the tray fed back to the LArRE, oh, come and get me. And the LArRE just goes straight to that and harvests it. And then each of the other trees would, oh, come and get me, and they maybe get put into a stack, possibly. I don't know, I'm talking rubbish. Who knows? But yeah, I think that the idea is going to be when these two have grown. I mean, I know they're not growing well, so we may not get the full 15 harvests from each, but we should get a fair few where we can massively duplicate these across. So yeah, maybe I am going to try and do the LArRE. Now I have, I've cleared up my library, because I kind of figured I sort of know what I'm doing now with some basic IC, so I should be able to write all my code that I need fresh. Yeah, sure, absolutely. And then I forgot about LArRE, so we'll see. Oh yes, so a few people mentioned that I'm an idiot, and I was putting wheat directly into the automated oven. Obviously that ain't gonna work, so I need to get the thingamabob, the what's it called, the I can't remember the name, reagent processor maybe. Oxygen critical. We need to make flour. Let's go and do that first. I'll do that while I remember. CO2, I think, is increasing, so that's not how you do that. What are we on? 5.2 megapascal. So yeah, so when we dropped on the CO2, that was just while it was kind of balancing itself out. We're now on the up again, so we should be absolutely fine. Yeah, okay, so I want the reagent processor thing. Oh, yes, that's what I did. Okay, so the fern that's in that, I'll go back in a second and show you. Where's the thing? No, that's the packing machine. It's that one, isn't it? Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, sorry. Oh, I need a table. Do I have a table? That's a locker. Nope. I need to make a table as well. Iron and copper. I have plenty of copper. What you set to 50? You are. I get that gone. Iron though, I don't think I have. I think I'm all out on my iron. No, got 33 there. I'm lying. I mean, I have got ore. I've got a bit of iron ore there. I went into some more mining. I got some gold, so we should be good for resources. And I'm just going to continue doing that. If I ever run out of resources, I'm just going to do a thing. What's the thing? Oh, I'll just do mining kind of between recordings because it's boring to watch. And I've pretty much got the mining sussed. Whoa there, laddie. Right, I'm going to stick this here. And we'll go for that one because it's just a nice standard table. So give me my wrench. Now you is needing power. Oh, just a little bit off topic. I don't know. I haven't spoke about it for a while. So the channel. Obviously, anyone who's been here from the start know that the channel is about learning. It's not really about kind of making money. I mean, there's the option for members on there. YouTube forced me to do it. Not my fault. And it, yeah, I mean, it brings in a little bit. I've not actually got any of it because YouTube is stupid and says that you have to make like tons of money to get anything out. But I'm not that bothered because the idea of that is going back into the channel anyway. But the channel is coming up to 1,000 subscribers. Like, way! That's amazing. So I'm going to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed. You didn't have to. Shucks, you guys. But yeah, no, it's nice that people are enjoying these videos. It's just me messing about, not really knowing what I'm doing, making the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over again. What I've asked the wife, and she's still thinking about it, is whether she would do a 1,000 subscriber stream with me, a live stream. And the problem with that is, well, it's not really a problem. She she just needs to be on her P's and Q's, really. Why am I turning things off? Stop doing that. Just think about what you're doing. Yeah, so she's told me that I've got to try and bribe her with something. I've tried to offer her money. Basically, all the money that we have together is hers anyway, so, you know, I can't really bribe her. But I think we're going to try and do a live stream just to go, like, way, we got 1,000 people who enjoy watching silly people. So, yeah, keep a lookout for that. That should be good. Well, it'll be something. I don't know whether it'll be good. So I did start printing out some LArRE bits. I don't really have a plan on where this is going to be going or going to be laid out. So we're kind of going to wing that, but that is what we do. Now, do these have... What the heck is that? Oh, is that for the head of a corner? Huh. We could make a LArRE go around this if we wanted to. Not sure why you would, but we can. There's no junctions, is there? It's always going to have to go and just do, which is a bit meh. Or do we have it go do? I don't think it matters. There's no benefit because even the one at the end is going to be what it is, isn't it? Or do we have it in the mid? No, it doesn't matter. It genuinely does not matter. I could have two. I could have a LArRE here. I could have a LArRE there. And am I right in thinking that you can have... Oh, but that's way above me, and having two LArREs on the same rail system. Nah, I'm not going to be able to do that. I need to have a proper play with them. So, we are going to... what are you doing? Why would you... I mean, I guess they've just added in all the rotations, but why would you want a LArRE that way? What could you do with a LArRE that was that way? Don't know. But anyway, enough blah blah blah. Oh yeah, sorry. No, well, let's do some more blah blah blah. So what I did with this fern, and just because I don't know what the heck I'm doing, is I made this, which is bloody expensive. It just uses super alloys. I've put it in there and I've destabilized the water trait on it. So I'm just curious to see what that does. I think the idea is you destabilize something so that it has a larger chance of mutating on the next, well, thing. And then when you're happy, you can stabilize it. And then that perk won't change or won't change as much. But I'm just having a play because I don't really know what I'm doing, let's be honest. But this is a known thing. This can... Oh my god. This can loop, right? But this whole system can be connected to itself. It didn't used to be, but it used to have to come back, didn't it? But now I think... Am I right in thinking it'll take the shortest trek? So I guess it probably makes sense for us to put these in the middle somewhere if we can. But my water pipes are in the way, so we can't. Could I put it there? Because the idea is this is just going to be switchgrass. And it's a perennial. I can't even... Perennial? Is it perennial? Am I saying that right the first time? Maybe. So seeds isn't going to be a problem. So we're only going to have to deal with... the thing. You know the thing. The thing. The actual crop, not the seed. So I might just do it over here. Might be easier. So yeah, if I was to put you there, but maybe I'll turn it because the cable's already. If I do it there, because the idea is this is just going to function forever, and these are just going to constantly output. We're not going to have to replant. Should be absolutely fine. So you will be there. Don't know where the hell this shoot's going to go, but our furnace is not there. Our furnace is here. Yes. So that isn't that difficult to get to. And I can go like that. That can just go straight outside. And we'll be able to run it along into the furnace room. So that is that. Very little thing, but there we go. It's part of the puzzle. So for you, you will have to excuse me. A certain individual doesn't really know what he's doing. That, I kind of wouldn't. I guess it wouldn't hurt for its docking port to be over the chute bin, right? I don't think. Oh my goodness. That's my drill. Right. Where's the input gone? There. So if I stick you in the middle, maybe. Just in case you can't tell, we are obviously completely winging this. So yay. Yay for winging. No, I can't. This was never in line, was it? This was always a thing that was off. Look how high you can do it. think that'll be fine. Electronic part and screwdriver. Let me get you powered up. I just want to test this. You come down here. Might as well get you connected. You, excuse me, and you. You power? Oh, you nincompoop. What does that do? Set starting dock. Oh, so they won't be able to put into the bin on that. Well, that's just stupid. Fine. You need moving then, don't you, really? So we'll stick you there instead. That and that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't care if it's past its thing. Bring that across. And cable that in there. So now, obviously, that's still going to do it. That's for multiple into on the same track. That's what that is. So if I was to do a linear station there, can I not control? Can I not press a button on you and you do a thing? Oh yeah. So if I do, oh, you know what? You go in there. Okay, that works. So it's off, but it still works. That's fine. Okie dokie ravioli. So if we say I don't need the station. I just need the corner, and then another corner, and now we're just gonna go for a million stations. Stations. Station, 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 station. You guys growing yet or what? And then I just don't know what the best way of doing this is. Ideally, its dock should be in the middle, and then it can just go. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Or does it? I don't know. But to me, it makes sense that it's here. Here. Which means I can't connect that up. Don't need to connect that up. Wait, do I? No, that's not going to work. No. What? Okay, I need to bring that forward. That needs to go there. Yeah. Think so. But then I can run that past. So that can then become a straight. And then more stations. 5, 6. Then I need a corner station. Yeah, that works. It's an absolute fucking mess of a thing, but it's fine. So we go corner station. I ain't gonna have enough of these. Definitely not. I'm doing this in the most stupidest way. No. No. There. There. And there. And then there. Then there. They are. Yeah, that works, I think. They are definitely all stations. I've got a lot of stations there. These ones over here are classed as... Oh, it's from where you set it. Is there a limit on the stations? Nah. No, it'd be fine. But how do I take these down? Wrench. And then we'll make you a corner. But it needs to be station corner. Right. And that's going to be corner. That's going to be corner. That. There we go. Delilah. Delilah? Who the hell's Delilah? Whoa, fucking hell. Right, you go there. And then connect you. Oh my god, see, you can see how unplanned that was, and I had enough rails. Boy, hey. So what have I got? Station 1 to... They've got 13, 14, 15. So the maximum amount of station I've got is 42. I don't know if you can even do 42 stations. But we will see. So you're basically just going to be a waste of cable if I do that. Let's bring you down. And the problem is, to get to that chute bin, it's going to have to go all the... Well, no, it can't get to the chute bin. You fucking idiot. Oh, I don't have enough rails because I'm a fool. Unless I can... Hang on. We're doing this on the fly, people. If I did that there... We'd have to move that liquid pipe. That is not a massive concern. Then all I need to do is bring this out some. Right? Now that has to be a station. Nope. Nope. Nah. Nah. Oh wait, no, that's right, isn't it? One of those is the station. Is it that? Is it this one? But this one doesn't have to be a station. Cause I think it's can't remember. Oh, I need to get you cabled up. Sorry, mister, I'll ask you for your help in a second. Yeah, so you're not going to be here. That was a complete waste of time. Well, hey. Let's get you... Oh, you fool. Is that going to work? Can it get past that? I mean, it doesn't make sense if it does. To be honest, I doubt it will. But let's see. I need you to go very, very far back. What station is that? 23. It gets 23. And then goes 22. Hey, look, he was happy there. Can you get past that cable? Let's not question it. Let's just not question that. It's a thing. It works. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, when you're on the other side, it makes less sense. It's this arrow still. And then he'll do a thing. And then... So I want to just test this. So is it this spot or is it the next one? Nope, that one. Perfecto. Are you guys done? Nope. Okay, so all we got to do is move that pipe. I could just connect the pipes in the middle. That will probably work just as well. I have two. So you come across here. Like so. We take that out. Do a thing. Go duh, duh, duh. Make you into that. 3, 2. Oh, look at this. Perfect. And that should balance out anyway. It might take a bit longer because the water has to go up here, through there, just to get over there. But that's fine. I didn't double up my pipes connection at the end. It doesn't matter. They should still be getting water. Yeah, they all have exactly the same amount of water, so we're okay. We are absolutely fine. Oh no, now comes the coding bit. And I think I'm gonna give it its own whatchamacallit, its own IC. I've got one in here. Let's not mess with it. Oh, I could have not worn my suit in here, couldn't I? Yeah. Right, go make our IC housing, go make a circuit. And we need to sort out the chutes. Don't think I have a spare housing anywhere. That would be a no. 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 IC housing. I need steel. I have steel. There we go. Make one of those. And then I need the circuit. I need gold. So give me just a stack of that. Degas it first. I love having my degassing furnace and my normal furnace just working. Just a thing. I still haven't improved this, but to be honest, I don't need to right now. It's fine. There we go. I got me gold. You in there. Create me a circuit. There's the housing. Now, yes, I set up the LArRE on Vulkan. No, I cannot remember what I did. So this is basically going to be me relearning that again from scratch. Which isn't, I don't mind. You know what I need? Actually, I need... is it the network analyzer that I need? Take that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the network analyzer. Just so we can kind of see what the LArRE is doing, what it's seeing, etc., etc. I'm also... Whoops. Oh no. I was going to say I need a slot reader. Don't think I do. I can always come back out if I do anyway. It's fine. This time, take off the suit. And just out of curiosity, how's our oxygen going? Oh, nice. Okay, so almost 4 megapascal. There's a little bit of CO2 in there. I'm not concerned. But 9.59 kilomoles is nothing to be moaned at. We've got a bit in there as well. Good. I mean, these ferns are now going to be chugging away and providing us the oxygen that we need, so everything is a-okay. Should I have brought a transformer in here? Nah, don't think it matters. Okay. Let's stick you here. Get you connected up. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. We've got a housing. I need to get you cabled up as well. Okay. So I think we need to think about what we're doing, don't we? So we need to, well, let me get my network analyzer put into here. Do it that way instead. What am I doing? Oh, I thought that would, yeah, I don't really know what I was hoping for, to be honest there. Never mind. Idiot. So, we've got... I mean, I don't need to connect that to... So I don't need to relabel that. Okay, so if I go there, I assume I can't get an output on this. So, let's have a look at what the LArRE can output for. So we've got the hydroponics one. Plant and harvest plants as well as place fertilizer. Yep, we know. Oh yeah, fertilizer. We're not making fertilizer. I'm not bothered. There's an additional hopper slot which will feed into the hand slot. When the hand is empty, harvesting a different plant will, while the hand slot is full, will possibly the slot is empty. Blah 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 blah. The slot variables of a plant in the plant tray below can be read using the proxy slot index 255. Pressing the activate button will allow it. Will move it on 3 of this allows other arms on the same rail to pass by. Okay, so I think wherever the LArRE is, we're going to be slot reading 255, and I assume from that we'll be reading basically everything from the plants. But there ain't nothing. So how am I? How did I know what? I guess if we just look at how the hell did I do this before? If we search for switchgrass, nope. Oh man, trying to think back to how I did this. What was it we read from? I think to figure it out, I had to. Did I use a hydroponic device, put a plant in it, and then use that to figure out what the growth stages were? If that's the case, that's going to take fucking forever. Returns the. Okay, let's just. Yeah, I mean, we'll be able to search for stuff like that. So let's figure that out, shall we? So, I need you to get to slot 43. Oh, we've got a long way to go. And now he's going back because this way is the shortest route. So that's fine. That's fine. So, while that's moving, let's alias the LArRE to D0, alias the import bin to D1. That is not the right slot. I'm sorry. 42. My bad. Right, so you're happy. I assume I still can't read anything from you. No, why would I be able to? That would be stupid. Wait a second. Slot reader. Yeah, slot reader. Oh, no, I need my suit. If I make a slot reader, connect it to slot 255, I should be able to read through the different properties it's picking up, right? That might make this a bit easier. Do I have any logic circuits? I do not think so. No. But that's fine. Logic I/O. Right, you're done. Off that. Off. This has the slot reader, doesn't it? Yeah, there we go. Reagent reader. Right, you and you. Okay, let's figure this out, Buttercup. So I'm just going to stick it there because I can use less cable. That is not what I want to put down. Let's try that again. Slot reader. Where are my wire cutters? Right, so I need to connect you to Mr. LArRE. Slot. Oh, I thought I'd be able to, so I can't do it off the proxy slot. We've got the plant, the hopper slot, the arm slot, the plant. Oh wait, is the plant the plant? What's your problem? I have a set of variables, I don't know what to read. Occupant hash. Occupied is 1. Okay, so occupied is 1. Look, the fully grown. Do I wait for the seeds? I'm going to say no. So if we go to this one, occupied should say no. Okay, perfect. So what is your current growth state? Nope. 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 Right, seeding is -1. Okay, 1 second. We're going to write this down because we're probably going to save this code. So, seeding, let's do the hash. Seeding equals -1 when fully grown but waiting for seeds. And we're just going to try and learn what we can from this. Make our own notes. So -1 is seeding. I don't know if that one changes, but it is what it is. Sorting class, don't really know what that means. Let's not worry about it. Plant. Wait, what? Oh, sorting class is 3. Class is 11. Don't know what that means. Damage is 0. Efficiency is fine. Growth is 6. Okay, so let's say the growth equals 6 when fully grown, but waiting for seeds. There's a chance that might become 7. But these are perennials, right? Which means I don't need to wait for it to seed. Potentially. If I harvest one of these, it's still thriving towards seeding. So then if I did that, oh, we can't replant this. We need it to seed to be able to... Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, that's bollocks, isn't it? That's going to take forever. What's your problem? It's fine. And you're also not happy. So that's just because it's not ready yet, innit? That's all. Fine. When it's fully grown, we can... Oh, we're going to have to connect this to a sorter, resort the seeds, and have that available for pickup. I'm going to need more stations. Let's not worry about that right now. We need to figure out what the growth will be when it's fully grown with seeds. So we can't harvest them all yet. We need to figure that out. So then what else we got? Health is fine. Mature equals 1. So mature equals 1. Does it equal 1 on both of them? One of them I've taken a crop out. Oh crap, it's dark in here now. Oh no, I ain't got a light.
Oxygen low.
Ah, crap. These wireless batteries are crap. And I'm out of range. You know what, actually? Let's go and get another wireless charger. No. No. What's it called? That one, yeah? Think. Yeah. Make one of them. Get it further into the greenhouse. Keep my batteries up while I'm working in there. Oh, oh, oh. Green giant. Thank you kindly. Off. Da, da, da. Where's he going to plug this in, you may ask? Well, I do not know. But I do have a main power line going in, and I can't remember what that's for. That is for the ox sensor. Now, I don't really want to connect... Where's my nearest one of these? I've got one on the roof. The other one, I think, is in there. What I might do is run that power line around. Because I do not want to put the wireless charger on the... does it... I don't know how much power it will pull through. Ah, screw it. Let's see what happens. It's probably fine. This might be a mistake. This might blow my cable. But it probably won't. I'm going to connect the logic up because I might eventually get it to automatically turn off when I'm not in the room. Is that working? Should be. Yeah, I'm charged. I'm getting charged while I'm using it, so that's good. Okay. As we were... Why have I still not got this connected up? Don't know. And to be honest, this Wii is no good on me. To go away. Right, what was I writing? So I was doing mature. So these both equal mature. I want to see what that reads when it's waiting for seeds to see if it changes. Mature equals 1 when fully grown, but waiting for seeds. Okie dokie. Whoopsie. Max quantity is what it is. Occupant hash, and then we've got back to the beginning now. Okay, so I guess what we can do, so we know that the growth is 6 when it's waiting for seeds. So if we were to tell the code, if it's greater than 6, then activate. And I assume, well, we know it does. The mature stays as 6 whilst we harvest it. So mature is still 1. Wait, what? Oh no, not mature, growth. Yeah, growth stays at 6. Yeah, okay. So, what we want to do... have a look at the LArRE, because what I can't remember is... So what are we on? Position X. That's not what we want. Extended? Oh, when the arm is extended. That's not what I want. Setting. Target index 41. Is index a thing? Target slot index. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to see if I can set its target index to 1 and see if it'll go to that station. So we're going to just it's going to be in a loop, obviously. Okay. If we go save to the LArRE, the slot index, no, not slot index, what we're doing, target slot index. Target slot index of 1. I just want to see what that does. So stick that in there, you're going to error. I don't know what anything is. Well, sort your life out. We want the LArRE. And that one doesn't, we're not using it that move. Line type 9. Okay, well that didn't work. How did we... Is it the setting? What does the setting do? Let's try it. Okay, the setting controls the station that it's at. So if I want it to go to 24, it's going to pick up from where it is. Fine. Now, if I remember, there was an issue when I wrote the code before on Vulkan. There was an issue where when you would load into the game, it didn't know where it was. I think I might be making that up. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have initialize. So when it starts up, it's going to initialize the code first. So I guess technically these should be in the initialize thing. Technically. Okay. So initialize those, and then we're also going to alias current station to R15. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to load. Nope. What are we doing? Load into R15 from the LArRE the setting. So when we initialize the code, it's going to take what is it currently? What is its number? And then R15 will be the current station. So then what we're going to do is it's basically going to check each station. It just needs to check whether it is occupied. Now, what I don't want to do is oh, we got seeds. Hang on, I need to get back to thingy. Go, gadget, other way. What are you doing? Oh, my bloody code. Idiot. Right. Get to station 41. And I want to see what it is. Because for all I know, when it's ready, it could be like -12 or some bullshit. Okay, so you're over the crop. Right, plant growth 7. If I go 7, when fully grown and seeded. Let's flick through these again. Then we have the health, we don't care. The mature is still 1. Mature is 1 when fully grown. And either waiting for seeding or seeded. Okay. We don't care. You'll still be 1. Fine. Don't care. Quantity is still 1. Don't care. Seeding becomes 1. Fully grown but waiting for seeds. 1. Nope. 1 when fully grown and seeded. Okay. Sorting class, don't know what that means. Efficiency, doesn't matter. Growth, we're back to where we are. Okay, thank you for that. Right, so we've got our information. And now I think it would be stupid not to harvest these. And now when it's harvested, as you can see, it goes back to, that's like a middle state. So if I just quickly, so the growth becomes 5. So 5 when just harvested. Obviously this is all just relevant to switchgrass, but this is all we're coding. Mature becomes 0. When just harvested. I think what I'm doing here is a good thing. So I would say anyone who's trying to learn this, it's probably worth just going through and figuring it out like this. Keep making yourself some notes. -1 when just harvested. This way I know what I'm working with without having to wait for my plants. Okay. So, the code... Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to go and do? Let me go and... Oh, shit. Let me go and dump these in the thingy-mabob. I assume I can work these exactly the same. Yeah, these don't have to go in the fertilizer. These can just go straight into my reagent processing that I'm currently doing. Oh, that's a point, actually. I said earlier I was going to put the chute straight into the furnace. That's not what I want, is it? That is not what I want. I need to set up a system like this. Or I'll go for the fertilizer. There we go. That should process through. That should turn on. And it turned on automatically. Jobs are good. Okay. Let that do its thing. Okie dokie. So, as I was saying, I do not want it checking anything to do with the crops whilst there's either nothing there or the plant isn't ready. I want to make it check each station as quickly as possible. Don't want to be here all day. So we know where it's currently going to be. And then what we need to do is we're going to alias max max station to R14. I'm using these registers because obviously you very rarely use anything at the top end of the register scale, so we're never going to worry about overriding these. And then here we're going to move max station, and the idea here is going to be set the below move function to the highest station number you have, because what I don't want to do is if we leave that unchecked, then if it gets to here it might error because it'll be looking for a station 44 and that doesn't exist. So we need to make sure we just account for that. So I'm going to put 43, and what we'll have to do is at some point in our code, when it gets to 43, we need to set it the next one to 0. Okay, so that's our initialize when we first start the code. So that's what it's just getting everything set up now in the start. So we need to load slot into R0 from the LArRE 255 because that is the proxy slot. Now what are we going to load? We're going to load the let me think. Just want to, I guess technically if I go to a station that has no crop in it, so what do we have to work with in here? So it does, I don't think it errors. I think it's just all going to be zeros. So growth is 0, plant health is 0, mature is 0, 0, 0. Yeah, so kind of what we thought. Now we know that we only have to worry about 0 on the mature when it's fully harvested. So all I've got to do is we're waiting for the growth, I guess. So is growth 7? Okay, load slot growth. Then here, I think I'm gonna leave my. I'm gonna change what I normally do. So we're going to be. I'm gonna call this one check growth. Jump to check growth, and you know what? Just because it's, oh, you can't put underscores. Well, that's stupid. Okay, so oh, it is growth that, and at the moment it's just chucking. So here, we want to. So we're going to make another one down here. We're going to do a lot of branching, I think, in here. So we're gonna, and this probably isn't the most efficient way of doing the coding. I'm just working it through in my head. So this is what I'm gonna do. So here we're going to be gonna call this one increment station. I don't know where I'm gonna jump to yet. Oh, actually, this can jump to check growth. So then what we're gonna do, let me think. So we need to account for if it's at station 43. Otherwise, it just needs to move up a station. So what we can do is it jump relative? Branch? Oh. Relative. Relative branch to line C if A equals B. So BREQ. So if A equals B, then jump to C. So if and here I've reused that bloody register now, but that should be load into current station from the LArRE the setting. This is a bit of a change of way I normally do things, so it's going to take some getting used to. But I think this makes more sense. So if current station is equal to max station, then jump 2 lines. Because what we're going to do here is we're going to add but I want to increment current station current station plus 1. And then here you're going to jump to check growth. Otherwise, you're going to yeah, we're going to move current station to 1. So if current, so I'm just trying to figure. Yeah, so we're gonna go down 2 lines. I think that's how that works. We're gonna go down 2 lines. Let's not put that in there, shall we? And then you're gonna check growth. Now, what I need to do, because there's a, you've got moving, destination index is 1, position is -1, then it goes to idle. So that on the LArRE turns 1 if the device is currently idle, otherwise 0. So when we're up at the check growth, obviously if we get back to here, let me think. Move that up. Well, that's not going to work actually, because those two are going to conflict, aren't they? So I think, is there a branch not equal? Which one are not? Oh, there we go. Is not equal to B. So BRNE. If we go BRNE So if current station is not max station, so max station 43. So if this is 2, we know, okay, so you're not at the maximum station. So you're going to skip 2 lines. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to change that to 3. Because then here, I want to... this is all well and good just doing the variables, but we need a... I'm just trying to think where's the best place to write back to the LArRE. I don't want to do it in the check growth. I want it to be somewhere else. So what I might do is create another area in here. It can't be there. We'll put it here. So we're going to be move LArRE. Okay, and then we're going to jump to RA, because what we're going to do, so RA is the register used because you can store the next line number, can't you? So move LArRE, and what we're going to do is save to the LArRE the setting of current station. So this bit will very rarely get to this. We obviously won't finish this bit of code either, so we're going to check the growth. At the moment, we need to do something else there. Oh, let's do this now, actually. I want to get these out a little bit, because we'll remove the spaces later, but I just need to get it straight in my head. So load slot into LArRE from 255 growth. Then we're going to branch. Then is it AL you put at the end, isn't it? I think that remembers the last. Yeah. Okay. So branch equal AL. Branch line C if A is equal to B, and store the next line number. So if R0 equals 7, then jump to harvest. And we're going to have another area that's just called harvest. And then down here we're going to have jump to RA. Because if we trigger that from anywhere in the code, it obviously needs to get back to wherever it was. So, is it equal to 7? No. So then, if we get to here,
Hunger critical.
then I might be overcomplicating this. If the growth is 7, harvest. So if we're in the harvest, we're going to be save to the LArRE. Is it the activate? There's 1. On the LArRE we have, I think it is the activate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Let me just go and grab a bite to eat. Cereal bars. Oh, that didn't fill me up a lot. But this allows me to hold more water. Boom. We're on the 3-star food now. Fantastical. And I couldn't pause while I'm in the code, but I'm trying to wait for these to grow. Oh, you've grown. Okay, just quick break from LArRE. I just want to see what happens to these. So this is the seed set that I destabilized. I think, is it still in here? No. Okay, fine. Well, I destabilized the water. Now I just want to see what happened. Water usage, 102. Well, you're crap. Okay. Take that fern out. We're not bothered. Not bothered. I will figure out these mutations. I reckon they're just a long job. And to be honest, I've got more important matters to attend to. Okie dokie. So, we're going to activate... I don't think there's a way of going back a line, is there? Oh, wait, can you just do -1? Maybe. We'll try it. So then what we're going to do is load into R0 from the LArRE the idle. One if it's currently idle, otherwise 0. Turns 1 if the device is current. So if it's 1, it's waiting. So if it's branch equal to 0, no, not AL. Branch to line B if A equals 0. So if it's not idle, we want you to go to -1. So if we go R0, I don't know if this works. I don't know if that'll work. But will that just, oh, go here. Is it idle? Nope. Is it idle? Nope. Is it idle? Is that just a short loop in its own? We'll try it. So then we're going to load. We'll do R1. No, we'll use R0. From the LArRE. Oh, wait, we need to load slot. From the LArRE. 255. I guess the growth still. The growth. And then we're going to branch equal where R0 equals 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back 4 lines. This is assuming this works. Realistically, I could just go back to harvest. You know what, actually? Let's do that. We know that bit will work. If this bit doesn't work, we'll have to create a second loop in there. And what I could also do is I could create a separate part of code that is just for that idle, because we're probably going to have to refer to it multiple times. But let's leave it at this for now. Let's see what happens. So if it equals 7, it'll go back to harvest. What it's going to do it's going to end up containing seeds and the crop, because what it's going to do is it's going to pick up the seed first. It's going to see the mature is still the growth is still 7. Then it's going to go and harvest again and again and again until there's nothing in there. At that point, we need it to go back and deposit the stuff. Now, it doesn't know what station the shooting port bin is, so we need to add another register. So up here, we're going to alias the drop off to R13. And then we're going to set the below to the station number for the drop off. And then here we're going to move drop off. And then what was it, 13? Was it? Yeah, station 13. Station 13. Okay, so back down here. So we're going to branch equal to that. So if it equals 7, it's going to continue to harvest. And then what we're going to do is we're going to save to the LArRE. No, hang on a second, because I'm going to want it to... We need it to know where it is, but current station hasn't changed. The current station is still the same. So as long as we don't retouch that, then it will know where it is. That's fine. So we can jump out of this all we want to. We just need to make sure we move back to current station. So once you've harvested, we're then going to save to the LArRE the setting of drop off. Okay. So this is going to be duplicated code, but it is what it is. Then it's going to wait for it not to be idle. So when it gets there, we don't even have to do the idle. We could load its current station in. We could load its setting. It doesn't matter, it's the same amount of code, it makes no difference. But I guess there might be time that it might go idle for like a split second, possibly, while it's still moving stations. So instead, if we load into R0 from the LArRE, the setting, and then what we're doing is branch equal, or not equal, what? Oh, there we go. So branch where R0 is not equal to drop off. And then we'll just go -1. So what I think that'll do is we're going to tell it, okay, go to drop off, which is 13, and then load. Where are you currently? Well, I'm not at 13. So if you're not equal to 13, oh, okay, go back, reload that setting, and it'll get stuck here, and it's just going to wait and wait and wait. When it gets here and goes, oh, hang on, I'm at 13. Now we know if it got to this point, we need to just activate. BATE1. Okay, and that's going to put whatever it's got in its hand away. Now what will happen with the hydroponics LArRE is if it's got anything in the hopper, so it will automatically, so I mean, I can't really test this, or maybe I can. If I put that there, no, I can't really test it, but what it'll do is when it's harvesting, it'll hold it in its hand. If it then harvests something else which is different to what it's holding in hand, whatever it originally had goes into the hopper. Oh, maybe I could do this. That's you'll end up with that. So when that activates, so if we go to 13 and just wait half an hour, so our bit of the code here is saying, oh, I'm at 13, so I'm going to activate. Now at this point we need to have some, I might do a separate bit of code just for this, so that it's always just doing its thing. Or maybe we just have that on the code in case we put anything in banks. I don't know. Basically, we'll activate this. That will go away. It can't go anywhere because I've got no chutes. But then we need this to go, okay, I've still got something in my hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to then load from the no, we need to load slots. Load slot into R0 from the LArRE. Slot index is this one, isn't it? The armor slot. So 0. 0. Occupied. Maybe we should be putting more idles in, because it's going to do that instantly, isn't it? Because it'll run Oh, the speed of it I don't really know, because obviously I think there's about 2 in-game ticks per second, which is why you put a yield in, you pause your code. And what I don't know is if it'll activate and then it'll try and load the slot too quickly. But then here, maybe what I should be doing is checking the idle again. So activate it, wait for it to become idle, and then load slot into R0 from the LArRE, slot index 0 where it's occupied. Then what we'll do is, so if it's still occupied, it needs to activate again. But we only want it to go back to about here. So if we go branch not equals 0. So if R0 is not 0, then go back 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only assuming this works. We'll find out. So if it's got occupied, it'll become a 1. So then we're going to check, is it a 1? It is a 1. Oh, there's something there. Go back 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activate, wait for it to become idle. Assume... Yeah, that's going to work fine. So then if it gets past this, it means it's not. It's absolutely fine. So then what we'll do is we'll save to the LArRE, the setting, and what we'll do in there is we'll put current station. I don't know why I've started putting capitals in there for no reason. So we're going to put it back to wherever it was earlier in the code. And then jump to RA. So if we get the... So you're going to activate it. So it's currently over the slot. And then we're going to wait for it to become idle. And then we're going to load the slot again from the LArRE, the growth. And if it's still equal to 7, then jump back. And it's just going to get in here, blah, 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 blah. Once it's finished harvesting, and we said that the growth will go back to... The growth will go back to 5. But it won't be equal to 7, so it will carry on. So then we're going to send it to the drop-off. And then we're going to wait. Oh, and then we're going to check, has it got to drop off yet? No. Okay, well, go back a line. Has it got to drop off yet? No. No. Oh, I got to drop off. It means I'm... wait, what? Not equal. Oh, yeah, so drop off will be 13. R0 is the setting. So, once I am equal, fine, activate. That's going to be over the chute, and it's going to put the crop in. And then it's going to wait for it to become idle. And then it's going to check, okay, am I occupied? Oh, yes, I've still got something in my hand. Okay, that means that's going to be a 1. You're not equal to 0. Go back 4 lines. Activate again. Do that over and over and over again. It'll eventually put the seed in. And they go, right, are you occupied? I'm 0. Oh, well, 0 is 0. So we can continue on the code. We're going to send the LArRE back to the current station and then jump back to RA. The jump RA is irrelevant at the moment because I've not done that bit yet. Now, realistically, harvest is only going to happen when it's here. So what will happen is it'll check the growth. It'll go through this. We'll send it back to where it was. And then we're going to jump back to RA. So RA is the next line number. So whatever we do here. So this is going to be the same for I've just harvested it and I'm back where I was, or the crop isn't ready and I haven't done anything. What am I going to do next? So we are going to this is where we need to increment the station. Because obviously the current station is absolutely fine. So if we is it JAL? Yeah. So let's go to increment station. And this isn't going to be jump growth, this is going to be jump RA. Okay. So down here, branch not equal. So if the current station is not the max station, it's going to go down 3 lines. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. So if it's not max station, so that could be like 42. Now I don't want to hang on. If it's not equal, so if current station, so I'm currently at 42, max station is 43, right? I'm not equal to the max station. But I don't want to go down 3, do I? Because that's going to move it. I only want to add it. But I think I'm going to take that out. Put that. I'll get rid of this gap because it doesn't make sense. Let's change that to a 2. Oh no, because we're going to need a gap there. Let's put that back to 3. So I'm not equal to current station because I'm only at 42. The max station is 43. Okay, fine. So because you're not equal, go down 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Add 1 to the current station. Okay, and then save to the LArRE the setting of current station. Okay, and then we're going to jump back to RA, but I feel like we should do the idle bit here because it's going to move us well, I've got a duplicate code there. Why did I do that bit? What if I got move LArRE going to at the moment? Nowhere. So we'll do the increment as part of the move LArRE, so we don't need this. The increment station, branch not equal to, we know that works. 1, 2, 3. Add 1 to the station, and then save the current station to the setting of the LArRE. We're going to then load into R0 from the LArRE the setting branch not equal so if A is not equal to B, so if R0 is not equal to current station, go back -1 line. I'd be fucked if this doesn't work. So we're currently at 42. 42 doesn't equal max, so we'll go down 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Add 1 becomes 43. Save 43 to the setting, so the LArRE will start moving, and then constantly check is the setting. You know what I want to do actually. Can't see the setting on here. Can you see it on the? No. I want to know. Does the setting immediately change? Or does it wait for it to get to the station? So from the LArRE, I want the setting. Currently we're at 16, station 16, fine. If I go, go. 34. Oh, the setting is where it's going to, not where it is. Fuck, we can't do setting, we need to do idle. Load the idle. Capital I. Branch, so then this bit, branch, it's not equal to 0, is that right? If it's returns 1 if the device is idle, so if it's got there, it'll be a comma 1. Okay. So branch equal R0 is equal to, if it equals 0. If it equals 0, it's busy. So then go -1. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do that down here as well. So load into R0 from the LArRE the idle, and then we're going to just do this one. So paste that in there. If it's equal to 0, go back a line. That's basically what we did there. I think that's fine. I don't think I've put that anywhere else yet. Nope, that's initialized. That's all fine. Okay. So branch not equal to 1. Jump to RA wherever it left off. Now, if it equals max station, then we want to move the current station to 1. And then here, whoops, I just want to jump AL. I need to just skip this bit. So then I just want to go down 2 lines. So my current station is 43. Oh, hang on a second. I do equal 43. So actually, these two match. So these are equal, which means this fails. So it goes to the next line. Set current station to 1. And then I want you to jump 2 lines. 1, 2. Okay, save setting to current station. Save the setting from the current station. We're currently set to 1. Wait for it to be idle. Jump. So that bit is done. That bit's done. I think we've done the increment station. I think we've done the harvest. So both of those also wait for it. Load LArRE. No, save the LArRE, the setting, current station. Jump back to RA. So that's going to be here. We don't need that, do we? Once you've harvested, oh yeah, so send it back. Okay, we need to add the idle here as well. Yeah, maybe I should remove some of this duplicate code actually. Let's get it working and then we'll tidy it up. So after you've done all your harvesting bullshit, okay, save to the LArRE whatever the current station is, and then wait for it to be idle. Jump back to RA. We were here. RA would have been this one. So then we're going to tell it, okay, increment the station. Boom. Does the station blah 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 blah, does whatever. We'll jump back to RA, which is back to check growth. Goes up to here, does this. Something's ready to harvest. Go down to harvest. Do the line. That might be it for the LArRE. Now we've got some more switchgrass. So what we can do is, so in the code, because what we need to just figure out what we're going to do with the bin. So once you've harvested, so we have the activate, load into R0 from the LArRE the idle. So what's going to happen is the LArRE is going to put something into there. Let me take that back out. With the LArRE still going to be coming up, so at that point it is still not idle. So during that time, we can activate this, and hopefully the time between the two will be enough that we don't have to worry about anything kind of crossing, like activating it multiple times. So save the activate, and then I would say here, so once it's finished, then I want to save to the, what do we call it? I put import, not, oh my goodness, there we go. Import. Save to the import bin. Is it open or is it something else? I think it's, oh, it's open. Yeah, okay. To save the open as 1. Okay. So it's going to go down, going to come back up. Once it's idle, it's going to activate that import bin. Maybe I should yield here for half a tick. And then we're going to... No, wait, no. This is the wrong bit. This is the harvest. We need to wait until we've got back to the bin. So here, we're going to wait till we get to drop off. Then we're going to... So it's this idle here. So paste that there. Then yield for half a tick. I might take that out, depending on how it goes. And then we're going to load slot. So then we're checking it all again. And it'll go back -4. Oh, but that now needs to be -6. That's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Activate it again. Yep, go back through that. Blah, 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 blah. That should be fine. You done? So, let's set this to 0. Bring you back to the start. I think we're good. There are other things we could do to make it more complex, but for now we just want it to harvest. So I think... Yep, I'm not surprised. Error at line 20. What does that say? Logic type at line 22. What do you mean? Load slot into R0 from the LArRE. 255. It is 255, right? Where are we with that one? Yeah, 255 is the proxy slot. Load slot into R0 from the LArRE, the growth. Fuck. The problem is the station is 0, doesn't have a growth thing there. I mean, it's checking each slot very quickly. We'll have to see what happens when it gets back to 0. Although it should never go back to 0, should it? It should always just work. Okay, well I'm happy with that speed. We need to see what happens when it gets to that one. Almost there. Okay. It's harvesting. It's harvesting again. It's harvesting again. It's waiting for it to be idle before it activates it. The problem is it's idle when it's down for a split second. It's extended, but that doesn't matter. We could check, is the arm extended? If it is, then wait. Come on, you can do it. This be amazing if I did this kind of first time. Right, so you now should go. Well, that didn't work. I know I was asking too much. So, whoops. I could do with knowing where I am. So, it harvested, which was fine. Where are we? So it's saved to the setting drop off. Then, oh, the problem is I've not saved anything to the DB, so I don't know where the code's got to. Can I read anything off this? Nope. Can I see LArRE on here? Yeah. Can I take anything from the housing? LArRE housing. The code's still going. It hasn't run into an error. There's just obviously something isn't working. So if I take the LArRE housing, setting is 0, on is 0. There's line number. At line 22. No. Can't be at line 22. How did you get there? Something don't work. Right. Everything is looping, so it should be fine. So it harvested all of the crop. It's equal to 7 harvest. So then what it would have done is it should have saved to the LArRE the setting of drop off. Drop off we set to 13. So it should have been going to there, and then it should have been constantly loading the idle. And then going -1. So I don't know how it's got. How has it got to line 22? It's not once in there would it have ever gone back to... Unless for a split second it's idle when it's over the thing. So what other check could I do? I think I need to see that go again. Completely fucked. And this doesn't change. So does it like line 22?
Hydration critical.
Should be Jow. Should we go into increment station? So it should be... I mean, I don't know how it got here in the first place, but let's one problem at a time. Oh, hang on. So its station is currently 43. Okay. So what you should be doing, current station equals max station. So it should be going down 3 lines. Oh. Oh, no, not equal. So that's not equal to max station. Max station I set to 43. Yeah, so it's... So because it is equal, move current station to 1. Then jump and store the next line number. 1, 2. Wait, what have I done that for? So go to here, move it to 1, go down 1, 2. Save to the LArRE, the setting, current station, and then jump back to RA. Problem is, it's doing that in it. It's got stuck here. I don't know why I did that. So I should just change that to jump 2. Yeah. Fuck that up. Okay. LArRE, what you doing? Yeah. So I need to put a check in for that as well. It should be moving it to 1, not moving it by 1. Yeah. So I don't know. Obviously we're fucked up anyway, so let's do it. So here is the problem. So yield. I don't want you to load slot. I want you to load into R0 from the LArRE, the setting. Branch equal. So if R0 equals 0, go down 3 lines. Remind me, I'm going to have to go out and repair those solar panels. LArRE, what you doing? That don't fucking work. Now just pointing that out. I don't know what you're doing. So let me. I don't know why you're not working. Turn you off. Turn you back on again. The old IT trick. It doesn't like dealing with that 0, does it? So we're initializing all this. Load the current station from the LArRE. No, load into current station from the LArRE, the setting. Okay, so that's going to be loading. That's going to be putting 0 into current station. And then it's going to go blah, 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 blah. Load into LArRE from the setting. If R0 is equal to 0, then go down 3 lines. Okay, so it's going to go to increment station. And then it's going to keep growth in there. It's going to go down here. And it's going to go, okay. So is current station not equal to max station? Well, max station is 43. We're currently at 0. So they're not equal. Go down 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Add 1 to that. So you should be getting 1. You should then be going to current station. You're not fucking working. But you work when you get past. It can't pass this. Is that right? Is that a thing? So that's where it's getting stuck because it's. Hang on a second. Question. I thought these were perennials. So where's my seed gone? Is this something that I'm like not understanding here or what? Why it can't go past. After it harvests, the setting should be okay. So it's doing all the harvesting. I think it's going there, then it's waiting for it to become idle. And it's jumping to RA. And for it to have gotten here. So at this point though, it's getting back up here. But it's just getting stuck. Because I think it's trying to harvest again. The question is, why are you not passing the thing? There's nothing else there to read. So unless I figure out what its target X is, this will just break it. Now it's going to check every single thing again. It can't get past this.
Hunger caution.
Oh, it's got a position. Does it have a position? Position. That says it's in world coordinates. But apparently... So what's that? It can't do it. It gets to the end. And then can't move any further. Well this is an interesting problem. Get your ass back. Can't handle this fucking zero. I think, well, I could be wrong, but is it confusing zero with false? Um, so what we should probably do is load the position, because it's currently like -1 when it's moving. Okay. We'll try it. I don't know. This doesn't seem right. I don't think it is position. I don't think... I think we only have access to whatever's in here. So if I change this to LArRE Dark... Oh, yeah, position X is currently 43. So what we can do then... Save to the drop-off and then load into R0 from the LArRE the position X, branch equal, so not equal, get rid of the Q, R0 is not equal to drop off, then go back. They keep doing that. That still doesn't help me though, because it's still struggling to get past that fucking thing. I also understand I've lost a seed, I think. When did I? I don't know. I think he's being greedy. So have we got anything else that would? Let me see. Well, hang on. Let's just try. No, I'm still stuck. Position index destination is, it's not trying to go anywhere else. It's only trying to go to 43. So there's got to be an issue up here somewhere. Go into R0, put the setting. Is it this? If I do, if at the moment I'm doing if it's equal to 0. So maybe if I do less than, R0 is less than 1. Let's try that. You're not less than 1, you're 43. Okay. You load the growth, blah 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 blah. Branch not equal to current station. So it is, it should move current station to 1. Save. Right, I'm gonna save to the DB the setting. Current station. I think it's getting there. I think that's where it's going. Still 43. Because we load into current station when LArRE the setting. So we do that. Then we get to here. Load the setting. If it's less than 1, it's not going to do this. So load the growth. Blah 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 blah. Jump to increment station. Not equal. If current station, which we know is 43, is not equal to max station, then go 3. The max station is 43, the current station is 43. That is equal, which is why we got this. That's why that row that worked. But then it should be moving the current station to 1, then jumping 2 lines. So if I take this, put it there, what? What? Does this not work the way I think it does? Is that just jumping? Oh, you fucking twat. That is Jan, isn't it? Dick. Nope. Didn't work. No, because it's not Jal. It's jump relative. You nincompoop. We've got it to edge forward a little bit. So it goes here. So we should have one on there, which we do. It got to here. Then load into R0 from the LArRE the idle. So the LArRE idle 1 means it's idle. So if that equals 0, there should be jump into RA, which should be here checking growth. So then it should be checking the growth. Let me reset this, because I think it's a little bit confused, I think. Well, or it's me. What you doing? What you doing? Where are we? What are we doing? State 1. Yes, we know. I can't get the bloody line number off you, though. You're stupid. Still thinks you're at 20. This don't work. Always thinks it's at line 22. Always thinks it's, I guess it is. It's a second, isn't it? So it's like. Fine. So add current station. Save. Yeah, whatever. Jump to RA. RA is jump to check growth. So it's going to go boing, boing. So when it went. Let me just try that. I don't know if putting that extra line in there is going to make any difference. But that means it's going to jump to a blank line. No, of course it's not. Hang on, let's wake it up. Change your station. Current station is 3. Save to the dB that's in current station. Not equal. If that's not equal to that, which it isn't, it's going down 1, 2, 3. Oh, you dick. That needs to be 4. I'll get there in the end, just you watch me. Right, now we're working. Now we're working. Come on, LArRE. You can do it. If you can't do it, no one can. Go, LArRE! I just wish I could get a crop in there to see it doing its thing. I'm going to have to wait for these to grow. Which is a real shame, because they take absolutely forever. I think it's like over an hour. Oh, wait. Speaking of that, look, it did it. It's grown. Oh, but it's only to a 6, though. That's not to a 7, so it's still not going to harvest. Or it shouldn't harvest. Okay, that's good. That is good. That means it can now go across that. So, as a test,
Hunger critical.
let's change this to 6. The beauty of the code is it always picks up from wherever it left off, which is good. It doesn't have to go and reset itself because it loads where it currently is and then works from that. So you should harvest that. Okay. Oh, but there's another piece of the code, isn't there, that waits for it to thingy. But on the plus side, what that's going to do... what are you doing? Okay, he's stuck. He's gotten stuck in a loop. Don't know how. Don't know why. But we should have done that. That should still work, I think, even with that in the hand. Yeah, okay. Okay. When I know it's working, I'll turn it back to 7. Maybe it's activating too many times as well. Maybe it's trying to activate again when it comes back up. Right, you should now be going to the drop-off. But you're not. You went to station, what was that, 2 or 3? Okay. That's one little problem. So you did the harvest. So load into R0 the position X. If it's not equal to drop off, then -1. Ah, but it's... Is it because it goes to a negative? Oh, you dick. That's not a position 13, is it? That's a 14. Because we put that there. Hang on. I think this corner is throwing it off. Even though it's station 13. No, it is position 13. So then why did you not go to the drop-off? The position X, and it's definitely called... It's not... No, it's definitely position X. Branch not equal. So if R0 is not equal to drop-off, then go back and it should be doing this. Okay. So... I bet it's really obvious to people who are clever, but I can't figure out... Equals 6 harvest. Then when you harvest it, it doesn't equal 6. Then it goes to the drop-off, which is what it looked like it wanted to do. It's going to harvest this one. Come on, we can do this. But then it looks like it's going. Oh, but I missed what its destination was. I should have been looking at the thing. Right. Seeds. Oh, you know what I should be doing actually is duplicating these wheats now, shouldn't I? Let me get rid of these. We don't eat potatoes no more in these parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then seed, and seed. Wheat. There we go. A full wheat field. This is not my thingy, my bob. So stick you in there. More flour. And we'll stick the potatoes in there. We might as well use the potatoes. But yeah, all of these can pretty much go. As long as we've got a stack of the seeds, they can go in. Oh, hang on. Well, let's have a break from the LArRE. Let's come back with a fresh mind. Because we have power problems. And I know why it is. It's because I'm a numpty. While we're here, we can recycle some of this crap. So you can go in there. You. And all of you. It's nice to go out and get some fresh air once in a while. Oh, at least my CO2 is going up nicely. Look at that, 6.35 megapascal. So we are doing well on that front. So yeah, I've repaired all the solar panels, so we should be good for a while. We're still really good on the CO2 in here. 3.95. I don't know if we've gained much more oxygen, to be honest. We might have done. It's fine. Okay, let's get back to this, shall we? So he's still going as if nothing is happening in the world, but something's not right. So the only problem we're having, so the harvesting's not the issue. The harvesting's absolutely fine. It's something to do with getting back to 13. So let's improvise, shall we? Let's go to drop off and then jump to RA. Can't jump to RA. No, that's fine. So, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's hard code. Let's hard code it. Rather than going to drop off, go to 13. What's going on? Why is that hash still there? Drop off. Okay. I'm just curious to see whether it's that. I don't know why it would be. And then this also doesn't have. If I change you to the LArRE, there's no. Oh yeah, target slot index. 0. It's not a slot index that I want, is it? Yeah, what is that? The slot index the target device will try to interact with. Oh, okay, that's not what we want. It's the destination index, but we don't seem to have that as an option. We can't check that it's where it currently is. I assume it's not just missing from the Stationpedia. No. Also, I just heard the code error for a second there. What was your problem then? I heard it. Am I hearing things or is something erroring? It is erroring. It errors for a split second. And then it's picking up where it left off. So what's the error? That's what's happening. It's losing its current state. But that's back there. Okay, what's your bloody error? I need to see it really quickly. Ah, I think it was incorrect variable type. Oh, because it'll be loading. Line 24. Well, that ain't a station. So it just errors when it's going across. Does that mean it's going to error on this corner as well? No. But you're going to error over here. Interesting. Maybe it's because of the cable. Maybe. I don't know, but could that error be throwing it off? I don't see why. So I'm going to see. So where am I saving to the DB? The setting, the current station. I don't want that. So let's. I know that's working. So let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. Let's load from the LArRE. No, load into R0 from the LArRE the position X. Save to the DB the setting as R0. That's not going to work there, is it? We need to put it here. And then remove these. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not right now. That needs to be 3. The branch not so where current station is not equal to that, go down 3 lines. It's going to go move current station 2, then it's going to jump relative 2. 1, 2. If it is equal, They don't. Oh no! What am I doing? Who the hell knows what I'm doing? Let's be honest. Let's do it up here. So, if we're not at station 43, then we're going to go down 1, 2, 3 lines. We're going to just add one to it. If we are at station 43, we're going to go down to this line, move it to 1, jump 2. Right. Let me see what position X I can get. 29, 30, 31. How did we get... Wait, when did you harvest? Thirty-eight, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 0, 1. We're never getting a 1 starters. But I think it's just too quick on that. So are we skipping 1? I don't think we'd be skipping 1. So let's say we're at 43. Not equal. Well, we are equal, so we'll move it to 1. Then jump 2 lines. So we tell it to go to 1. Then make sure it's idle.
Critical.
Keep going back if it's not idle. And eventually go back to RA. RA is here. We go back to here. We save the next one in there, but it puts us at -1. Oh, but it's going to be -1 because at the time it's reading it while it's at its station. I wonder if I put a yield in there. Maybe it is just going too quick on the idle. Yeah, on all the idles, let's put... I don't know if this is the best thing to do, but let's try it. Yield. Just plenty of yields. I am going to pull that out and put it into its own segment of code. It skipped that. I don't know if you saw that. It went from there, and then, oh, we're going to go all the way to there and went straight to 14. Is it because of the corner that it's on? Maybe this is a problem. Maybe I need to change that and that for station and just don't use the big rails. Yeah, there's still a problem there. Look, it doesn't stop. So what it's doing is in the time it's taking... It must become idle at a point where it's crossing them. It gets to one, doesn't do the check. So let's not put the yields there then. So move the current station. Maybe we just need it there. No, because that is... Add one to the station. Save the LArRE the setting of this station. Let's just put the yield there. It don't stop. So, is it going to stop here? No. So, where it saves... Where are we? So here, it tells it to go to the next station. We wait for it to become idle. So we must be catching it. This is going to really slow it down. But let's just see if this is a timing issue. Took a lot longer, didn't it? Okay. So that probably is a timing issue. So it's too quickly trying to jump when it hits these. Two seconds seems like a lot, doesn't it? Really slow. But I don't think we need the 2. I don't think we need the 2 seconds. Let's try just sleeping for 1. Let's half that time. As long as it stops and does the check, I'm not bothered. That seems a bit quicker. Are you going to stop at station 23? For a very split second, that works. Okay, 1 second. So, we now have a switchgrass fully grown. So what should happen, and which we know isn't happening, is that it's getting to... Well, it's not even stopping anymore. Let's try and track down... Unless it is just that error that it gets when it goes above... So what it does is it moves across. So maybe we don't put the sleep there. Maybe the sleep goes... Well, it's not. That's not even the problem, is it? So actually, let's put that back for a sec. So it does the harvest, which we know is working fine. Drop off. Where are we? Harvest. Blah 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 blah. Save LArRE. The setting is 13. Then it immediately loads the position, and if it's not equal to drop off, then -1. which means it should be going back here. So let's just try going back 2. And also, after this, get it to wait for a second. So what that's going to do is going to go back 1, 2, wait half a tick, check again. Let's just see whether that does the job. I think it's a problem when you've got a code that's operating something with moving parts and it doesn't automatically wait for the moving parts to do what they do. That's why I've put so many like idle checks in. But maybe that idle check isn't enough. Maybe it needs to be longer. So you should start harvesting, which you are. I need to fix that idle. That activate. I don't know if that's the problem. But also, what should be happening? Oh, we've not even got it to go to the drop thing yet, have we? So fine. And also, I've not seen this go. No device set. Well, that's not going to work, is it? You just aren't doing it. Right, first things first. The import bin is not even set up. Which means that bit of the code can't be working anyway because it's not ever telling me it's trying to do that. I wonder why that's not even working. Import. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to change the code back to 7 because obviously I could do with getting the seeds. Right, let's export that. I'm a bit stuck. I really want to figure this out, but I feel like I've just been looking at code for 2.5 hours. Are you taking the biscuit? We saved the setting is 13. It should be trying to go to 13. Okay, I'm gonna... One second. We're gonna try something. We're gonna create new. We're gonna go... LArRE... Switchgrass. Because obviously this is only really for this. Confirm that. Let's save this. And I'm gonna clear this. Okay. Going to alias the LArRE. D0 alias the import bin D1. Okay. I want you to save to the LArRE the setting as 13. I just want you to do that. That is all. Right. So that obviously is working fine. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go back past this. And I want to see if you can still get to 13. Right. There's literally no reason why changing the setting is causing that problem. So, is it just you're trying to do things too quick? The thing is, you're supposed to be in yield, load position X. If it's not equal, you're not equal to drop off. You should be going -2. You should be coming back up, and I don't think you are. So, let's do something else. We'll go fail. What I want you to do is I want to see here, I want you to jump to fail. I want you to set it to 13, I want you to yield, and then I want you to keep loading the positions. And then here, I want you to save to the DB the setting as R0. That's going to go back 2, there, back 2, there, back 2. Okay, and then when it's finished, I want you to go to fail. I just want to see if the problem, I think it's all timing. So when it next tries to harvest, which it'll try and harvest this one, with only 5 left. No, it won't, because I've set it to 7, haven't I? I need to set it back to 6. You know what? I'm going to change this. Going to alias growth to R12. And then here we're going to go set what growth stage you want. Switchgrass is 7 for seeds, 6 not seeds. And then we're going to move growth number. We're going to change that because I don't like using a word that already exists. And change that, and we're going to do that to 6. And then wherever I put a 7, we're going to just do growth number, which will allow me just to change it in one place. And we know we're going to have to change it later anyway. Growth number. That's it. That should now harvest this. Come on, LArRE. You can do it. You can't do it. It's probably my fault. So once it harvests, it should jump to fail. And if that's what happens, then it just means other parts of our code are jumping in too early. Still good. Now you should go to fail. Wait, what? Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. You activate. Then it's idle. Is it less than 1? Yep. What? How did... Wait, I don't understand what just happened. Did I not So, that currently harvested the crop and then just carried on. It should have gone to fail, but it didn't. Instead, the code picked back up. So, I don't understand how, because... So, what it obviously did was it checked the growth. Yep. And then it was obviously equal to grow number, which we've got to 6. So it jumped to harvest. And it stores the next number into RA, which is 31. But we went down to harvest. So we activated it, so we harvested it. We then waited for it to become idle. What I need to do actually here is load into R1 from the LArRE. Need to... Because it's activating twice, isn't it? So... Extended. So load into LArRE the extended. So we want that to be 0 and that to be 0. So if we go OR into R0, R0 and R1, if either of those are 1, nope, not 1. So if I was to AND those, no, because the problem is that's going to be 0 for extended. That doesn't help me. So basically that's going to become a 1, that's going to become a 0, but that's how we want to. We need to invert one of those, don't we? So what we can do is set equal to 0. So is that equal 0? Yes, that'll become a true. So if that's not equal 0, then that'll become a 0. That's not what I want. Oh my god, maybe I've been playing it for too long. Save to the LArRE deactivate. Oh, you know what? Let's not even worry about this right now. This isn't even the problem, is it? This is like a minor thing. Okay. So what it did was it activated, waited till it was idle. Unless these negative ones aren't working. Maybe it's going back up and initializing every time. Maybe you can't go back a line. This is a big maybe. So, let's test it. Let's see if this is the problem. Maybe you can only go positive numbers. I don't think that's right. I think it can go backwards. But what we're going to do is we're just going to call this AAAA. If it's equal to good, we go AAA. Okay, and then here we're going to go BBB. Branch to BBB. Go back 2 lines, so it's going to go back to here. So here we're going to go CCC, CCC. You go back 1, so we're going to go DDD, DDD. You're going to go back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can just go back to DDD as well. You go back to 1. Let's go EEE. EE. That's the only thing I can think of. It's the only thing, because it shouldn't have physically been able to carry on going. It would have harvested, and it should have gone to drop off. And then it was going back to, yeah, it's got to be that. Gotta be. That's still working. I now need to wait for these bloody things to grow up again. Turn you off, save me some power. Okay. Also, why were you not erroring? Do you have a separate logic port? No. Surely you should have errored when I didn't put that in the pin. But you didn't. Because it goes through, doesn't it? And it basically checks the code to make sure there's no errors. So why did you not error? It's aliased. Did it not error because I put this inside of an initialize? Maybe. Could be. Don't know. I just don't know. So... Wait, how have you got... Where are you getting this stuff from? It's stacked in great quantities. Now, let me just check my oxygen. Is this not going up? 3.95. I don't know if I'm using that at the rate of what I'm doing. My CO2 levels are dropping. The problem is like the pressure. Let me just check this code because I haven't seen. It's not collecting the oxygen for quite a while, but the pressure is still pretty low, so it must be. We're losing CO2. Oh, are we just not collecting it because... No, we must be collecting it for the pressure to be so low. Where's my fucking laptop? So the pressure's got to be above 57. And the oxygen needs to be... Hold on a second. I mean, this... What? Hang on, let me think. Let me think. We've got a high amount of... I don't know if we're not injecting CO2. Maybe it's just... Let me go and check my code outside because I can't remember what I set my CO2 injection to be. And that is done outside. Beep bap boop bap beep bap boop bap. Right, it is... I think it might be on you. Okay, so CO2 needs to be below 20% before it starts putting any in. So what's currently happening is the pressure isn't changing because we're using CO2 at the same rate we're producing oxygen, so the pressure stays stable until the CO2 goes below 20%. We're not injecting any more CO2, and as a result we don't gather any O2. So I think that's just, we've not collected any O2 since this room got pressurized. Which is fine. We're not exactly running out anytime soon. We've got a little while to go before we collect any more. So it is what it is. But Larry, my dearest, I need you to kind of work now. what I really want is for these to grow, but I don't think they're going to grow now. And I've been playing this for a little while, so I think I'm going to call it there. Maybe somebody has noticed what I've done wrong. In my head, it didn't make sense because I've told it to jump to fail, but somehow it skipped that and got back to RA. So I don't really understand what happened there, unless the -1 branching doesn't work. You can't go backwards. I think it isn't it? Isn't it the you can jump? Oh, I am thick as pig shit. Ah, absolute idiot. Oh, you absolute tosspot. Of course, I wasn't doing relative jumping, I'm just doing branching. So by putting -1, it's been going up here and reinitializing the code. Or, yeah, it must be. Oh, you tosspot. Absolute fucking idiot. You can be a -1, but you need to branch relative. Get rid of you. You can -1 branch relative. Ah, so annoyed. Right, get rid of that. Right, get rid of you. So we want to go back 3 there, I think. Yeah. So branch relative not equal. So if R0 is not equal to drop off, then go back 3, 1, 2. So it goes back to the yield. I'm fine with that. Get rid of the jump fail because, yeah. Go back 1. -1. Branch relative. So load slot into R0 from the LArRE, the 0, the occupied. What was this one doing? You load slot into R0 from the LArRE. Slot 0 is the arm where it's occupied. If it's not equal to 0, then we need to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was the -6 one. Okay. And then we get rid of you. Go -1. Branch. Get rid of the fail. Little things. Little things. Code still working. Let's give it a thorough go through. So everything gets initialized. We know that bit's working absolutely fine. So we're loading just the position X and saving it to the DB. That doesn't do anything. We're then going to load the setting where it currently is. If the setting is less than 1, then jump relative, branch relative, 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. So let's remember we got to here. That's where we got to. So it's going to jowl, which means we're going to jump to here, and we're going to store line 32. So we're here. Branch relative not equal. So if current station is not equal to max station, jump 3 lines. Let's pretend I'm at station 20. So we're going to jump 3 lines. And it's a relative. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to add 1 to it and make it 24. We're then going to save that to the setting of the LArRE. We're going to wait 1 second, and then we're going to check if it's idle. And if it isn't idle, we're going to relatively jump backwards. Come on, Larry. Five more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Come on, please. Apart from this didn't go, that bloody worked. Save to the import bin. Open 1. Maybe it's device open, otherwise 0. So do we need to save the 0 to it? Do we need to close it? And then we'll do a yield. Save to the import bin. The open as 1. Is that the thing? I think so. I think if I highlight that lever, it says, yeah, close. So it automatically opens itself. So we're gonna we're gonna tell that to close. Oh my god! See, it's easier than I make things out to be. So now, can we speed this up? Because we've got a few yields in here which we might not need. So we've got a yield there. I don't think we need the sleep. I think we can get rid of that. Okay, that's pretty quick. I think there's still a bit of a wait there, though. Which is happening. It might be that's not needed. Because what's that yield doing? So that's after it's implemented. Jump to RA there, check growth. I don't know if that's needed. Because in order for it to get there, we've waited for this to go idle anyway. I can always put the yield back in, it's not the end of the world. But it's waiting at the stations now. If you remember here, it wasn't. Whereas we should see it go straight across and still wait at station 13. Which it is. That's perfectly fine. We've seen it dump into there. We just need it to... we need that to actually, like, close. But that's my own fault. That's me not understanding. But yeah, we need to write close to it, wait, and then write open to it. Did I put a yield between both of those? To be fair, we probably don't need to set the open. We could probably get rid of that. Get rid of that. We just need to close it. So put you back in there. Okay. And then I would say the only other thing is we've got a lot of code in here in which we're waiting for Larry to go idle. The problem is some of the parts of the code I'm already using RA. Because what I would like to do here is have the idle jump somewhere and do this bit instead. I guess what we could do is use a different register. Because it doesn't have to be RA, it's just reserved for that. Like, JAT will automatically... Because what we could do is we could read the next line number into RA. We could set a separate variable to RA. And then if we had to jump anywhere else, we override that. And that RA becomes... Because in here, if you look, we've got an idle check there. We've got an idle check there. And we've got an idle check there. So let's say down here we had idle check. And this will be jumped to RA. So this would just be copy that and copy that. Now the problem you have is I've already stored something in RA to get to here. We've already done this, haven't we? So we've already got line 30 in there. We don't want to override that. So instead, what we can do, because in this code we only have a single RA. This code we only have a single RA. We can reuse... well, we can have a separate register. So if I go alias... Oh, wait. Don't do anything.
Hunger critical.
Let's get a snack while we're watching this, shall we?
Hydration critical.
Oh, I ain't got a snack. Quick, cereal bar. So there it is, harvesting. If this works, I'll turn the code off. We'll set it back to 7. And we can start collecting some bloody seeds. That does the thing. You should dump into all those into there. And then that bin should close. Oh, you bastard. I mean, it did it twice. It worked. But that's just because it waits for it to not be idle. But when the arm is extended, it's idle for a split second. So that's why that does that. I don't mind it closing twice. It's not efficient. That's something I could tidy up long term. So what we'll do is we will turn growth number to 7. But yeah, what I was talking about this is if we alias, I don't know, sub RA, or if we do RA2 to be R11, and then what we can do is when we jowl, wait. Yeah, so here, for example, if it gets to harvest, I don't get how it's jumping to RA. Oh, because it's BAQ. Yeah. So here, what we'll do is we will save into RA2. No, wait. Is it move? Yeah. Move RA2 to whatever RA is. So RA2 becomes whatever. And then down here, I can reuse RA. Because then all I've got to do here, just change that to jump to RA2. And then RA we can reuse. So here where we're doing the idle, I can JAL to idle check, and we can remove that. Yeah, and then the next idle is here, so we can remove that. We can remove that and put that in. Same here. We can do that. We can do that, and then this will jump back to RA2. So that's absolutely fine. And obviously RA we're reusing. So here as well. So what we can do is move RA2 to whatever RA is, and then this will go back to RA2, and then this line and this line becomes jump to idle check. So it doesn't, all that does is save me one line per check. It's not like a massive change, but it just makes it, I think, a little bit more efficient. So we've used 64 lines. Obviously we've got all of our initialized and all these notes and stuff, so it's not even that. We're probably on what, 50 lines if you remove the notes, or around 50. Now what I would also say is this is only harvesting, this isn't replanting. So I think what I will do, well, I'm not going to do that now. Basically I mean this is now working. Look, you can see all of our hay here, which is fantastic. For the harvesting, I guess I'll just do it manually for now. But the logic would be a simple case of that when it gets to a station, if it's empty, well, I could also load from the export slot, make sure I've got a seed available. So load from the export the occupied. If it is occupied, then check if there's nothing in it, so the occupied is 0. If it is, go to that station, pick up a seed, come and put it back. Don't bother if there's nothing in there, because it just won't work. So I could probably do that, but I'm not going to do that now. At the end of the day, we now have a working LArRE. I'm going to save this. And obviously this only works for switchgrass. Well, it's going to work for any perennial. I've got dry lips. Because, well, technically no. It doesn't necessarily have to only work for perennial. If I get that bit of code in where it'll replant, it'll work for everything. Because all you do is you need to change the growth number to whatever the growth number is of the plants. If you've got multiple plants, then there's probably a logic. There's probably like a different logic on them, isn't there? But I think you'd have to. Yeah, it's probably something to do with like the mature or something, or the seeding. I don't know. Seeding when fully grown, waiting for seeds. It's -1 when it's just harvested. It's 1 when it's fully grown and seeded. So yeah, what you do is, obviously, if the seeding is 1, we know we've got a seed available. But then you check the occupied to know if it needs a. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm not going. I'll look into that. I'm not bothered right now. As far as I'm concerned, LArRE is pulling his weight finally, and it only took me 3 hours and 7 minutes. So that is fantastic. Okay, so I guess he's going to start collecting me some seeds. I'm going to just replant those seeds manually because it gives me something to do. And the next step will be to start getting this this hay automatically put into a recycler and the centrifuge. So I'm probably going to set up another one just out of curiosity. What happens if I put put hay directly into a furnace? I think the pressure will go up as long as it doesn't output oxygen, which it might do. I think it may have just destroyed it. That's all it did. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I'm not gaining anything. It just destroys them. Fine. So they do need to go through a recycler, which is fine. I can set up another one of these. Here, have my fern. Have my hay. Have more hay. Have more hay. Oh, yeah. And the other option is we could feed this through the other one, the one that I can't remember what it's called, the one that produces the fertilizer. And that will also output fertilizer, but it's going to use water, which I'm not currently there yet, but we are a step forward. We are a step forward. Okay, that's it. I'm just going to let these grow a little bit, and then next time we are going to see if we can automate the collection of the volatile so I don't have to do anything. And then we'll hopefully start collecting some of the oxygen from this room, because our CO2 level is getting close to 20% now. We should have a surplus of oxygen that we can start making fuel, making water. So yeah, that should be alright. I might double layer this. Because we're not going to harvest these. These are just going to stay, so I don't see why we can't double layer them. Maybe even triple layer them. Maybe even quadruple layer them. Who knows? Okay, well, thanks for your patience on this one. If that... Hopefully, let me open that back up. Just in case there's anyone who hasn't done this. I mean, if you want the code, let me know. I mean, I'm 100% certain there'll be better codes out there. And like I said, this at the moment is just configured just for switchgrass, and it's only harvesting. But it's doing the job for me. So I'll just quickly scroll through this. Let me know if you want the code, and I can always export it and put it on the library or whatever. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll just finish scrolling through this. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.